Imagine trying every diet under the sun, counting calories, cutting carbs, endless hours at the gym, yet still feeling stuck in. This was Sarah's reality. She couldn't figure out how to lose weight effectively until she discovered intermittent fasting. Within weeks, she began to see results: faster fat loss, more energy, and a clearer mind. But the question remains, is intermittent fasting really the secret to how to lose weight fast? Or is it just another overhyped trend? In this video, we'll dive deep into the science behind intermittent fasting for weight loss, the benefits of intermittent fasting, and the most common mistakes people make. We'll also look at the intermittent fasting results you can expect and whether it's truly a solution for weight loss without exercise. Stay tuned as we explore the truth behind intermittent fasting and how you can use it to transform your health and body. For years, Sarah tried everything to figure out how to lose weight fast. She experimented with crash diets, eliminated entire food groups, and even tried exhausting workout routines. Nothing seemed to work long-term. She wasn't alone. Millions of people around the world are struggling to lose weight, especially when it comes to losing fat without regaining it. Then, Sarah discovered intermittent fasting, a method that's become increasingly popular, claiming to help you burn fat, shed pounds, and even boost energy levels. But is weight loss with intermittent fasting really that simple? Can you actually see results without strict calorie counting or intense exercise? We'll break down the benefits of intermittent fasting, the mistakes you need to avoid, and how this method could help you achieve weight loss without exercise. Plus, we'll cover different intermittent fasting schedules, including the popular weight loss with intermittent fasting 24 method, so you can decide if it's right for you. So, what exactly is intermittent fasting, and how does it actually work? Well, unlike most diets that focus on what you eat, intermittent fasting focuses on when you eat. The idea is pretty simple. Instead of eating throughout the day, you stick to certain time windows. One of the most popular ways to do this is called the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and then eat during an 8-hour window. There's also a more intense version called the 24 method, where you fast for 20 hours and have just a 4-hour window to eat. But how does this help with weight loss? Basically, by shortening your eating window, you give your body more time to burn fat for energy. And this can lead to some pretty impressive fat loss results, without the need for complicated calorie counting or cutting out your favorite foods. But does it really work? And are there any common mistakes people make that could be slowing down their progress? In the next part, we'll dive into the intermittent fasting benefits, how it helps with weight loss, and the most common mistakes people need to avoid if they want to lose weight fast. Alright, let's talk about the science behind intermittent fasting and whether it really works for weight loss. So, when you fast, your body starts going through several changes that can actually help you burn fat more effectively. One of the key things that happens is your insulin levels drop. And when insulin is low, it's easier for your body to access stored fat and use it for energy. At the same time, intermittent fasting can increase levels of a hormone called norepinephrine, which speeds up your metabolism and boosts fat burning. Studies have shown that these changes can lead to significant fat loss. In fact, a study published in the journal Obesity found that people who followed an intermittent fasting schedule lost more body fat compared to those who followed regular diets. But here's where it gets interesting. Intermittent fasting doesn't just help you lose fat. It can also preserve muscle mass, which is something a lot of other diets can't promise. And this is one of the biggest intermittent fasting benefits for people who want to lose weight and maintain their muscle. However, as with anything, there are intermittent fasting mistakes that can slow down your progress. One of the most common mistakes is overeating during your eating window, thinking that fasting will make up for it. In reality, this can completely cancel out the weight loss benefits. So yes, the science shows that intermittent fasting for weight loss works, but you've got to do it the right way. Stick around, because next, we'll dive into the specific benefits and how you can get the most out of it. So, what are the actual benefits of intermittent fasting, especially when it comes to weight loss? One of the biggest perks is how simple it is. Unlike most diets where you're constantly counting calories or cutting out entire food groups, intermittent fasting is really about timing. You don't have to obsess over what you eat during your eating window, just focus on when you eat. This makes it much easier to stick with long-term. Another major benefit is that intermittent fasting for weight loss can help you shed fat while maintaining muscle mass. This is huge because on many traditional diets, people end up losing muscle along with fat. Intermittent fasting triggers fat burning while allowing your body to hold on to muscle. This is one reason why it's often recommended for fat loss. It's also known to improve metabolism and insulin sensitivity, which helps your body manage blood sugar levels more efficiently. This means you're less likely to store fat and more likely to burn it. And for those of you who don't have time to hit the gym every day, intermittent fasting could help you achieve weight loss without exercise, though combining it with a workout routine can boost your results even more. And let's not forget about energy. Many people who practice intermittent fasting report feeling more energized and focused during the day, especially during fasting periods. So not only are you losing weight, but you're also gaining mental clarity. But as we'll see next, not everyone has the same experience, and there are some common pitfalls that can hold you back if you're not careful. Alright, now let's get real for a moment. Intermittent fasting isn't a magic bullet, and it's not for everyone. While there are plenty of benefits, there are also some potential risks or drawbacks you need to know about. First, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking they can eat whatever they want during their eating window and still lose weight. This is one of the biggest intermittent fasting mistakes. If you're consuming a ton of junk food or overeating during your eating window, it's going to slow down your progress. You might not see the weight loss results you're hoping for, even with intermittent fasting. Another challenge is hunger. Especially in the beginning, some people really struggle with feeling hungry during the fasting period. This can lead to overeating later on, which cancels out any of the benefits of fasting. And let's be honest, it's not always easy to maintain fasting in social situations or when your routine changes. And while intermittent fasting can help with fat loss, for some, it might lead to nutrient deficiencies if you're not careful about what you eat during your eating window. If you're not getting enough essential nutrients, you might experience fatigue, mood swings, or even digestive issues. Lastly, fasting might not be a good idea for certain groups of people, like those with underlying health conditions, or if you're pregnant or have a history of eating disorders. It's always best to check with a healthcare professional before starting any fasting routine. So, what's the final verdict? Does intermittent fasting really work for weight loss? Based on the science and real-life experiences, the answer is yes. Intermittent fasting for weight loss can be a powerful tool, especially if you're looking to burn fat and simplify your diet. For people like Sarah, who struggled with other diets, intermittent fasting helped her see real, sustainable results. The key here is consistency and making sure you avoid the common intermittent fasting mistakes like overeating or poor food choices during your eating window. The intermittent fasting benefits are clear: better fat loss, improved metabolism, and even increased energy levels. But remember, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. What works for some might not work for everyone. If you're someone who enjoys structure and doesn't mind sticking to a routine, intermittent fasting could be the weight loss method that finally gets you the results you've been searching for. And the best part? You can adjust it to fit your lifestyle, whether it's the 16-8 method or even the more intense weight loss with intermittent fasting 24 approach. In the end, it's all about finding a routine that works for you and sticking with it. And as always, consult a health professional before starting any fasting plan, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more science-backed health tips and weight loss strategies. Have you tried intermittent fasting before? Share your intermittent fasting results or any challenges you've faced in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story.